test it.
Yeah, if you want to get on my stream and do a sound check, that'd be awesome, because we all make mistakes.
Alright, let me reload your stream there, Shitty.
Same here.
Oh, I heard him.
Okay, so that's me and VA.
There's the live. Okay, yep.
Am I here? Can you hear me?
Okay, so
Is your camera working?
Okay, yep.
Am I here? Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear Shady. All right, I hear. Is your camera working? I also hear somebody's phone going apeshit.
Yep, I can hear on the stream as well.
Okay.
I love hearing the delay. It always. Then you hear him like, oh, it's like an echo.
Yeah, you gotta
Echo.
mute your. If you're on the stream, you gotta mute it.
Then you hear him like, oh, it's like an echo.
So I think we're good. I'm going to go ahead and turn down my volume now.
Thank you. Are we all in the helm?
No.
No.
Affirmative.
Who's missing? Come on.
Negative. Negative, Ghost Rider. The pattern is
Me,
full.
Boom, and V are here.
So is TD.
TD's here?
That's a negative, Ghost Rider. The pattern is full. Do 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 boom boom boom.
Okay, I've got 4 watching now. I am 2 of them. I assume BA, you, BC.
I am on
and
the
BA.
stream.
Okay. We'll
And
give
BC's on
we'll
the
give
stream.
Chad a few minutes to maybe hit. They'll get the notification right about now. I've got at least 3 guaranteed to be in chat. I spoke with them today in person and said, "Hey, chat."
So sexy.
That's what I
We'll
think.
start a quarter
You're
of
also, I think.
by my clock, so that's in a few minutes. That's 6 minutes, 7 minutes. But this is the if you want to fast forward another 7 minutes for the start of the podcast, whoever's listening to this, go ahead. I'm not going to be offended. You don't need to hear our chit chat. You say some good things off the record, though.
I need another good dance. I'm having problems with dancing.
I've got a couple new emotes. I actually bought one just for this
Me too.
podcast.
But
I'm running out of dances.
I got 2 Arc Strider ones.
Hey.
I got that boom boom. Hey, we had the same idea. That's
Ba-da-boom.
scary.
I'm taking my
I also
ball,
got this.
and I'm going.
My
home.
go-to is spinning my arc staff. I'm going to have a big reveal probably in 2 weeks.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Coming out of the closet?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
No. That wouldn't be a reveal. That'd be like boring. Who cares anymore?
I'm sure.
It's not a thing anymore.
I mean, very sure. He's the... By the way, BC, where are you?
Uh-oh. Yay, Ace Ventura.
Your gun
We're
is
leg
digging
dancing.
into my hip.
We're leg dancing. Taking my ball. And I'm dancing with it. Yeah, I'm dancing with it.
6 minutes, guys. Six
dancing
minutes to
with
count. T-minus 6 minutes.
6 minutes. 6 minutes. 6 minutes, Dougie Fresh, you're on.
I love that song. On. What was the one he had? He had a great rap. Older chick was trying to get with him. He had some great lines in that one.
Which one?
I know the tagline. I can't say. It'll come to me. I knew most of the words even years ago.
Lottie Dottie.
Yes.
Or
Yep, it was Lottie
I was
Dottie.
about to say because Lottie Dottie, but then you have Dana Dane who did Nightmares.
It's definitely Lottie Dottie.
Okay,
Lottie Dottie.
TD, come here.
Okay, Rogue
Or
Force
Mona
is on.
Lisa.
Jethro Flower
What do you
is
need?
on. Those are the only two so far. Where is Star Wars Junkie, guys?
Watching Star Wars.
Jethro Flower. We were
That's my
not
favorite
talking
vote.
about. We were talking about. I have a reveal coming up. I am definitely not gay. I can refer you to several dozen women that can prove that with marks.
Just means you're bi.
That doesn't mean anything nowadays. That
You're
proves
just
nothing to us.
greedy. You're just greedy.
Or confused.
I'm not saying I haven't seen a
I mean,
man that I
there's a
did
lot of
not
different
find
ways to go.
attractive. I've seen
Ambidextrous.
men that I find attractive. I just don't want to touch them.
I skipped college, so I'm in my experimentation phase.
And welcome to Guardians After Dark. All right, you got 4 minutes. And it's Gozies.
We winging it, TD?
I got a couple questions for you.
Do you want to let them know what they are?
I will. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, let's go.
Hold on, wait. They're gonna hear them. The chat's gonna hear them.
Oh, well,
Oh, well, that's gonna work. You want me to text them to you?
Can you IM them? This is a behind the curtains. Our guests give us the questions. We don't just pull them out of the air. Oh, by the way, I heard you were in the military. I like, yeah, out of the air. By the way,
Pay no mind to the man behind the curtain.
we're all up front on this thing. We're all up front.
That we are.
We could be a lot more polished, but I wanted it raw. We screw up. We screw up.
I'm not Polish.
We screw up too much. We start over. We've done three
That's
times.
what she said. We could be more polished,
Hey,
but she
Star Wars
wants
is
it
with us.
raw.
And she said, "Hello, mates." So she's British today, apparently.
Good day, Governor.
See, are you offline?
3 minutes.
Oh, hold on, I got
Crap,
the
I'm always
keynote for
offline.
that.
Sorry.
No, you are online. There you
Everybody
are.
turn your
I'll
phone
just
off
message
or
you.
at least on
There you go.
vibrate, get a drink, go to the bathroom. You got 3 minutes. Boom, you got your loadout ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
VA, you got your top 3?
Where did you go?
VA.
Let's see.
Oops, sorry, muted myself. Derp.
Well, watch
First time
that.
I've done that in a while with the new
Ah.
headset.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah,
I forgot
I
to write
got
down
my
your
Cheerio.
Boss. That's a nice hat, sir.
Chip, cheerio.
Yeah, I've got that one too. I like it.
Me old bamboo, never have a problem with me old bamboo.
2 minutes.
Couple of questions. Should be messaged to you, BC. Let me know if they don't go through.
Just saw him.
Oh, good.
Why is this awkward, D-Row? We start at like an even number. We're going to start at quarter of up by my clock, which is 2 minutes fast. So that way I know
Because
how
they
long.
get
not
to
an
see
even
the
number.
behind the
math.
scenes stuff.
I don't want to go like at 18 after. I got to go, I need a calculator to figure out
Wait,
how
where's
much
Shady?
it's down.
Okay, here, I'll keep him occupied with fireworks. Ooh,
I know
shiny.
we have fun with our remotes, and we do that, but we really need to be on Discord, guys. This is episode 24. I mean, seriously, we started March 8th.
No, I can keep everyone occupied. I have like 13 pages of emotes.
Mm-hmm.
I own almost
1
every
minute.
single emote in the game.
Now, D-Row, things just don't happen. And when you see a talk show on TV, they do a lot of editing. They tape it at like 5:30 in the afternoon, and it goes on at 11:30 at night. They got plenty of time to polish and stuff. If you don't want to hear the awkward talk before it starts, go watch it. Listen to it on Spotify. Dread cuts all that out.
Hey, no, we want the live viewers. Don't kick them off the
Well,
stream.
usually Selena starts a half hour early, and then all the behind the scenes stuff is on there.
Nobody watches her stream.
She gets about 6 views, 6 to 8. I'm at 80 right now for mine from last week. And guys, I need one more subscriber to get 50. After that, the next goal is 100. Okay, we are starting in 5, 4, 3, 2. Alrighty then, guess who is back? Hello and welcome to a Destiny Community Podcast for Guardians and a guest, episode number 24. I am your host, Shady Vale, but I can't do this alone, so I have VA.
Yes, I do know how to drive a stick.
I got Boom.
Oh, well, I didn't do it.
And I got Chatmaster, BC.
Mr. Spicoli, what's your reason for truancy?
Okay, coming up, we have some shady questions. We got a top 3, a guest interview, get your loadout, and the third degree, a fully packed show, so let's get to it. Our sponsor is Anchor. Check out Anchor.fm to get your podcast lifted to the internet everywhere you go. Check out Anchor.fm. Project Little Light is kind of in a holding pattern. We're still at 20 seconds. We didn't go up this week, but we're getting there. I'm happy we're a third of the way there already. So check out St. Jude's website if you have the ability, $32 per second, and let me know that you got it so I can keep the counter going up. Okay, up next is the guest interview. All right, I didn't interview the guest, or welcome chat. Wow, I'm slipping. Our guest is a record holder. This is his third time. He ties Boom for being a third timer. This is his third time on the show, and it is TDS. TDS, how you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for having me again.
Oh, hey, thanks for coming on. Chat, welcome. Be boisterous, talk a lot, and BC or myself or VA will try to relay the messages to the world. Okay, BC, you're up with the guest interview. You know TDS.
Hello, TDS. Welcome for coming back.
I didn't know how to respond to that. Well, there you go. Okay.
Thank you for coming
you
back.
You totally threw me off. Thanks for inviting me.
It was welcome back, but thank you back. Yeah, that was awkward.
A little bit. We'll move on.
Yes, move on. I don't think Boom counts anymore. He's become, part of the show now. So I think you now hold the title because I think hosts can't hold that anymore. I don't know. We'll throw that up in the air and see how that comes down. So, you're familiar with the format. I have a couple of questions for you. We'll go through them, and then once I'm done with the questions, you can go ahead and ask either one of us or all of us a question. Sound good?
Sounds like a plan.
All right, so we're going to start off with, you've been in the game for a while. You've seen pretty much everything from D1 to D2 and been active. So, the state of D2 right now, we're right at the end of the season. Things are kind of dead. We're talking about some changes right before the new season hits. That being said, what would you bring back from D1? A raid, a strike, just a mission in general, a location? Is there something that you're like, I would really like to see that redone and brought back?
There's a couple things that I would like. I know at D1, I spent a vast majority of time with Prison of Elders. And I know they got a bunch of other, you got your Override, you got your Expunge, you got other things that have 6-player activities, but I don't know, for some reason, I really, really enjoy the Prison of Elders and the format of that. That would be fun to bring back, and I think everyone else, a lot of people also want SRL. SRL was a blast for that season.
Yes, I could agree. PvP-wise, something just to throw it up. SRL or, something like that, or some of the modes they took away, Rift or something, I think, to add a little bit of life back to PvP. PvP is kind of falling. So I could definitely understand that. I remember and liked Quarter Oryx. Quarter Oryx was kind of fun as well.
Oh, yeah, totally forgot about that.
So I could see either one of those being brought back and worked in a different way. It would be nice. Well, to go along with that, anything from maybe the content vault from D2 or maybe even a race. I know we've got the splicers back and they kind of flushed them out and kind of retconned their story and what they are. But I know I would kind of like to see what would go on with, Rasputin and Siva or something like that, bringing that in. Is there anything that you could think of from D2 that may have been taken out that you would like, or?
That could be interesting. As far as planets go, the only really planet that I spent a lot
Yes.
of, Mars was a planet that I spent a lot of time on. With the escalation protocol, that was kind of interesting once you finally got the hang of it and getting a 6 team. Maybe allowing somehow 6 people to get together on that instead of the old way where you had to luck out, get out a server, or have friends let other friends join.
I know Shady would be one of the first people to vote Mars to come back. That was one of his favorite grind spots. I think he's grumbling about that right now. All right, here's one for you. And this includes any modifiers because I know they're bringing stuff back, and there were some tweaks in D1. But what about a raid? Like, what do you think was the best raid in D1 or D2? Just overall, either mechanics, look, or feeling. Like, what did you like about it, and what makes it the best raid for you?
I was a huge fan of the Taken King. So the King's Fall raid, I think, was one of my favorites. I remember hopping on and pretty much playing that almost all the time. It would have been like a shock if I went 2 days without playing King's Fall at least one time. I don't know what it was about it, but I think the mechanics were just difficult enough. But if you got a good team, you could still get all the challenges done. I definitely have to go King's Fall. I would love to see some kind of King's Fall back, but then they'd have to bring the Dreadnought back, which also could be interesting. Kind of revamping a Dreadnought.
That could be interesting. I could see that. The jumping puzzles, though, I'll admit, like from the D1 raids, I feel like jumping puzzles were a bit more difficult in like the raids from D1. So I think that some people don't like them, but I grew up playing platform games, so having extra mechanics in a jumping puzzle, I kind of like.
I could go either or. Once you got it down, I know in King's Fall especially, that was one of those where I would be like, nope, I'll back out, let me know when you get through, I'll join up again. A
Yeah,
lot
with
of
the
people did
ships.
that. Yep, the ships were the huge one.
Yeah, I've known some people that I've pulled through that one. Pretty fun. Um, here's one. Here, what your thought is about this. And this was something that we had in D1, and they tweaked it a little and brought it back kind of in D2, and then they just kind of took away that kind of style of mission. And I was really looking forward to getting something else like it, and I would say like the strike specific missions or the weapon specific missions, like to get the outbreak or to get the whisper of the worm, or like in D1 to get the black was it the black spindle? Where
Yes,
you
Black
had to
Spindle.
run through that mission and then when you were running back, hit the side door at a certain time.
Yep, then kill
I
everything just before time ended.
Yes, I
Yep.
really liked missions like that. It put something else into it and kind of gave you a feeling like, and they kind of brought it back with the Hawk Moon, but I almost feel like the Hawk Moon just that mission isn't. I don't play it anymore. Same thing with what's the one on the ship now
Presage?
that they have? Yeah, the
Presage?
press.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep, the Prasad, yeah.
I
I
feel
love
like
how we
they're
all
just
say it
not as
differently.
fun to play.
Yep, Presage, Presage.
The Presage,
Dead Man's
like
Tail Quest.
yes, yes. So how do you guys feel about? Well, how do you feel about those? Like, is that something that you're missing? You liked them? You didn't like them?
I did like them. I remember, especially the Whisper of the Worm is the one that you kept doing over and over again because you had to get the chest in order to get the ship, and then you get the ship, and then you got the catalyst. So I remember playing that over and over again, and then it was always nice because you'd have that one player who's like, hey, I haven't done this yet. We help out? Absolutely. We can run through it real quick. It was kind
Yes.
of nice, but yeah, I agree. Other than getting the Hawkwood, I can't tell you the last time I did that quest again, or to get the Dead Man's Tail to go over that one. You ran them a couple of times, and then you kind of stopped. So maybe they could tweak that somehow. I don't know, 'cause it was
Or
kind of almost like not really a raid. It was longer than a strike.
It wasn't necessarily as difficult as a dungeon with the mechanics that come with the dungeon. It was a nice in
Yeah.
between. I kind of liked them as well. So I just wanted to know, like, how'd you feel about them? So that's kind of a good thing. Like, Bungie, if you're listening, these are things that the player base is looking at and wants. Bring it back.
Give me money.
I think maybe if you made them matchmaking, because it's always, everyone's got so many other things to do that after, a couple of months, you've switched seasons, everyone's already got it, so no one wants to do it anymore. So maybe if you do like a matchmaking after so long, they'd have them done more often.
I think that's a very good point. Well, I would love to say I have a good question for you just to throw one out. I've got one. I don't know how good this is going to be. I know that you and I do have something in common. We play with our kids, our sons. And my quote today was from Fast Times because school is getting ready to start again here. So my playtime with my son is definitely going to change. We're going to play less now. But what kind of changes are you going to have or do you foresee with your son kind of getting back into school? Is that going to affect your gaming time with him, or how do you feel about that? Not to mention, people actually going back into the buildings.
It'll all depend up to him how much gaming time it changes. Depends on how his grades goes, in all honesty. Grades start slipping, video games stop playing. We always start the year out with no video games during school nights, and then of course you have your regular, the DLCs would drop on a Tuesday. Like, well, of course you could play on DLC day. It's like a national holiday. Which mildly upsets my wife, but it's DLC day, so you get a break. It all depends. If he can balance work, school, grades, and play video games in the evening, then it's okay. If grades start slipping, then video games are the first to go. But he'll probably definitely go down. He'll be playing less a lot. And because he'll start working too in the evening, so he'll have even less time to play.
Ooh, sounds like a full load for him. Well, tell him I said good luck, and I'll catch him whenever I catch him on the weekends, probably. I hear he's been playing a lot of trials.
Yeah, that's what he'll be hopping out for the weekends for, his trials.
All right. Well, do you happen to have a question for me or anyone else here?
This kind of poses to everybody because I was interested. I know every one of you have your own little sections and what you bring to it. What made you think of the section or your own little segment and what you wanted to do? Was it something that you guys collectively said, hey, we want this as a segment, who wants to do it? Or did you guys just go, hey, what are you interested? What kind of segment do you want to do?
Ooh, me, ooh, me.
Would you get that clever idea of doing a different movie line every week? That was genius.
I was voluntold. My answer for everything is I was voluntold. No, actually, I had trouble thinking of what would be a good opening line for me. My name doesn't lead to anything that sounds appropriate, and the idea was put out there by me to use different movie quotes, which I like movie quotes anyway, so it kind of stuck. And then same thing with questions. Shady likes the way that I speak to people, so I get to ask questions, which I enjoy. I enjoy that interaction, so I think it all worked out. That's mine.
VA?
I'm trying to remember, considering I was a fill-in host to begin with.
Would you like me to tell the story? There's a common theme through all these answers.
Yeah, I think it was.
Shady
I think
tells
actually
you what to do.
Shady was a voluntold. I think he made. I think Shady made that suggestion, and I was like, sure. How
first-
difficult can it be?
At first, it
Yeah.
was top 5. But that
Yeah,
there
and
was
that
like
lasted
5
2
of us in the
weeks.
party, and then like 25 answers, and like 45 minutes later, we're really, really late. So we trimmed it down to top 3, which is awesome. Boom, where'd you come up with your thing?
Kind of like the other Shady asked what I should do as a segment since I'm kind of taking over the place of Selena for a little
You
bit.
did your own thing.
And he offered some advice. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take it a step further and do something I'm passionate about. And since it's a Destiny themed podcast, I'll stick with Destiny related topics. So I chose my loadouts with Boom.
Okay, so I had a hand in everybody else's, but mine was stolen from another podcast. The DCP show, the Destiny Community Podcast, that's all their name is. They do Twitter questions toward the end of their show, and I wanted to do something similar to that. So we started out doing fake Twitter questions because none of us had a Twitter account at the time. Then I switched it up to questions from Shady or something like that, and then I figured out Shady questions, so that's how we got to our segments. And Dredd came up with Lord Bits all on his own. I had nothing to do with that. Now, TDS, if you had a segment on the show, what would it be?
Oh my goodness. And it has to be Destiny something related, right? Or
Well, not really, because
not?
Shady questions have nothing to do with Destiny. They have more to do with pizza than Destiny. And VA's questions
know,
are
Nerd
all
being
the
a
top
over.
dad-
3.
I'd probably go along the lines of best dad jokes. Something
Hey.
Cheese
Like-
Nice.
Excellent. BC, wrap it up.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Per usual, you are now one of the hosts. Feel free to get involved with the questions and the answer section and just have fun.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, good job, guys. That was one of the better interviews. BC, see, I take all the credit for your interview technique because I picked you. It was all my idea. And I picked you
Voluntold and the credit, right?
I didn't pick you because you had a nice voice. I picked you because you're one of the smartest guys I know, and I figured if the guests were starting to stray, you'd be smart enough to bring them back, or if they gave you a side, a curveball, you'd be able to hit it. So that's why I thought of you first. I thought of you first for the
Ha,
interview.
fooled you.
No, you're
I
doing
get
great.
sidetracked more than the guest.
Oh, you squirrel once in a while, but not that often. Okay, up next is a segment, one of my favorites. It is Top 3 with VA. VA, what are the top 3 this week?
This week's top 3 are things you miss about being a kid. Well, with that chuckle, Boom, you just volunteered
Yeah,
yourself.
Boom volunteers a lot for
Dang
these
it.
questions. You gotta mute your mic.
Can't help
does.
it. I don't mean to. Is this bullying? I feel like this is bullying.
Ah.
You miss
3
bullying.
things I miss
What?
about me. No. I'm saying she's bullying me for always picking me first.
Well, if you learn to be quiet.
I can't help that. I have a humorous... One thing I miss, first and foremost, I'm sure everyone can agree, is not having to pay bills. Or taxes. Second would be more free time. Being able to stay home and not have to go to work every day for, hours on end. Waste my time. And third would be eating whatever I wanted to.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, nice. I like it.
Oh, you mean from a calorie health perspective?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You're eating
my
cereal that's
metabolism is in the
95%
tank now.
Sugar.
Yep.
Cereal is 95% sugar, 5% color, artificial color.
I look at a bowl of cereal like that nowadays. Not only do I get, diabetes and gain 30 pounds.
Nice. BC, keep an eye on chat too, because I'm getting way behind here.
Yes, I'm watching.
Okay.
So
They're having a
Rewrites.
conversation. It's like we're not even. It's not even a podcast. It's like a chat room for them.
let's see, quiet, free rides from my mom,
Mm-hmm.
Matchbox cars,
Nice.
Hey.
Nap
Nap
time.
nap
time.
time.
Ooh.
Hey, that happens as an adult too. Thank you very much.
Heck yeah,
As you get
it does.
older,
I'll tell you
revert.
what.
See, I want to battle Boom because it's like, so, like you say free time and you don't have to waste your time with work and everything, but I don't know. For me, work, like I had to go to school and I didn't have a choice unless I was sick, which I don't really get sick. I had to go to school. There was no choice. If I wake up and go, I want to play video games all day, guess what? I'm calling off of work. I'm getting paid for playing video games all day. That's it.
Damn.
Like,
I definitely don't get paid for it. I get in a heap of trouble.
ah.
But, back in the day, when I was in school, I had a 4.0, so.
All right. Let's see. TD.
Mine kind of goes on everybody else's lines, more of just a general, just not having responsibility. Which kind of encompass a lot of them. What was your biggest concern? Waking up, what am I going to do with my friends today? Where are we going to go hang out and have fun? I miss that probably the most. And then,
The simplicity of life.
Yep. You wake up, you go, all right, school, after school, we're going to go do whatever. And then just being naive again. You had no cares. Your biggest concern was, what am I going to go do and play today? You didn't have to care about how the world works, how the world goes. It was so simple back then. That's definitely, if not beats the other one out. But I would love to have that simplicity again.
Nice.
And I'm going to steal Boom's. I like that one. That metabolism thing would be great to have back again.
There you go.
Without a doubt. That's 2.5, not even a third. That's like tied for second.
All right. Let's see.
Shady.
BC.
Oh, he already-
All right.
Oh,
So I'm
okay,
gonna.
Shady
Oh,
volunteered. Go ahead, Shady.
I will never step on BC. He is more than welcome to take this spot.
Why, thank you. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. Hats off to you, sir. Hats off to you. So,
I wasn't paying attention.
we
I thought
also.
you already went.
Ouch. So, Invader AJ in chat says, pain in my body. Everything hurts.
He
So,
keeps
I
mentioning.
guess he doesn't.
He's
good
not
call on
AJ.
that one.
He's John. He's on the sister's account, and he keeps mentioning football. What level of football, John, do you play? Are you in high school, college? Or, please be in the pros. That would help us out so much. I did high school
Collegiate.
football. I know the first day with pads, you are not in good shape. And do we know who
Middle
John
school.
is? Is he related to someone that in chat already, or middle school? Oh, great.
Oh no, sorry. Middle school is Death Row Flower. That's not AJ. I
Well,
apologize.
I think she knows John. Yeah, he's in 8th grade. He's
Nice.
gonna be freshman.
All right.
Star Wars says she likes not having to figure out what to make for dinner. Now, me personally, I'm going to say this. This goes along the lines of metabolism. I've gained some weight, and I have man boobs that I do not appreciate.
You
So-
hit man's ear?
I'm getting that, man. I'm telling you, man. It's not funny. I look at myself sometimes, and I'm like, yeah.
I do that every day.
So I'm gonna go. My first one is the metabolism or the shape that I was in.
Being able to eat whatever you
I
want.
miss-
I mean, that was nice.
Yeah, I do miss that. I used to eat nonstop and couldn't gain weight for anything. Literally, I had to take supplements to gain weight. So I do miss that part. What else do I miss about being young like that? I would have to say in the same aspect, the opportunities that I blew. Like I can see them now, and I'm like, man, I really messed that up. I understand and enjoy and know that I'm the person that I am now because of the mistakes that I made when I was younger. But some of those mistakes was just like,
Oof.
yeah, like that one was a little bit on the stupid side. So
Do muscle
the
boobs count?
opportunities. Hmm?
John just said, "Do muscle boobs count?"
I don't have muscle boobs. That's another sad face. Thank you very
And
much.
Star Wars is
Chad.
going moobs.
Ouch.
Why did I have to?
She knows you.
I just set myself. I was about to say I set myself up for this.
You
I set
did.
myself up
You
to
should
be
know better.
roasted.
And more men
When
need to
DC,
wear
don't
man
worry.
bras, and maybe they'd think twice about some of the dress codes.
It's a man's ear or a bro. Come on.
And
Nobody watches Seinfeld but me. Only the #1 rated sitcom of all time, but no one's ever saw Seinfeld. Okay, whatever.
I've seen Seinfeld.
Well, Kramer came up with the idea for a man's ear.
Now, here's one. I know we've been focusing on, our stuff and things that we miss that have to deal with us. I'm going to say music and TV as my third one. I feel like we've talked about it plenty of times, but I feel like the TV shows and the music when I was younger was just so much better.
Phenomenally better.
So that's the third thing I miss about being young is just the better. We did not have as much access to the entertainment, but I feel like the entertainment we now have quantity over quality, and I'd probably much prefer the quality over the quantity.
Nice.
Those are mine.
I like that TV one. Never thought about it. That's a really good one. Yep. Saturday morning cartoons was the best.
Heck
Mm.
yeah.
Yes, it was.
Oh,
And Saturday
When Bugs-
morning cartoons now are sorry.
yeah.
They
What
are
Saturday morning
absolutely
cartoons? They
abysmal.
don't
We
even
got the Cartoon
they don't
Network
even
all
have
day.
them anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say that's all
Well,
it
they,
is. You
They
watch,
do, but it's just not very darn much.
Yeah. Not that I didn't like
Yeah.
Looney Tunes, but I always got depressed when it came on because that was the last cartoon that was on, and then when Looney Tunes was over, cartoons were done for the day.
Mine was Jack Hanna's Animal Kingdom. When that came on, that was the last of the Saturday morning shows.
Yeah, because
But,
then what was it? Then after that, it started like the sports team, the
Yep.
sports.
Yep,
Yep.
NBC Sports. But my three would probably #1 would definitely be metabolism. That was good. Being able to fall asleep at pretty much drop of a hat and stay asleep.
Oh god.
Oh,
That
see, I can do that now
mommy.
still.
Well, see, between having 3 cats and married to a man who slept through them knocking a lamp down next to him, and then the mommy sense for being a single mother for 16 years, yeah, that those days are long gone. And then the other thing, number 3, would probably be. Yeah, somebody else doing the driving, because DC traffic just sucks big bits. And yeah, somebody else can go do that driving. So that's this week's top 3. Thank you, everyone.
Well, chat seems to
And thank you,
like.
chat.
I was about to say, chat seems to like the TV one. We've got Barney, Fraggle Rock, Pink Panther.
Fraggle Rock,
Pink
yes.
Panther. Heck yeah.
I love the
Banana
gummy bears.
Splits. Oh, the gummy bears.
Oh,
Gummy bears.
love that intro.
Gummy bears.
The
Okay.
Snorks.
I'm showing my age.
Bouncing here and there and
Jabberjaw.
everywhere.
I'm so showing my age. Gummy bears.
Okay, before we move on to get your loadout with Boom,
Littles.
I have not answered that question yet, but thanks for ignoring me and
Magic
forgetting
School
about me. I
Bus.
Oh.
appreciate it.
I was
Sorry.
waiting
Comforter,
for
you
somebody to
just
say
assumed
something.
I was there. All right, I get it.
Well, it's
So that's
okay.
what happens
He's
when you
and
he
interrupt
skipped
my
you for
train of thought.
If I went
he skipped
before
you for like
BC,
2 or 3 weeks. Boom. It's okay.
if I
Exactly.
well, yeah, there's good reason behind
Hurry
that. But
back.
anyway, if I went before BC because I stepped on him, I would have had a much better answer because you guys have been talking about my first answer for the last 10 minutes. Saturday morning cartoons, yes. Legos and the freedom.
Oh, Legos.
You would leave. Cartoons are over at 10 o'clock. You'd pack a lunch, a bologna sandwich, and a jelly roll, and you'd go out the door, and you wouldn't come back till it was dark.
I still play with Legos.
I was gonna say I still got Legos.
They just got more expensive.
The Lego sets cost $100 to $200 a crack now.
Yeah.
And a lot more pieces.
Yep.
Your
Simpsons
Death
house,
Star.
baby.
And a lot more space when it was done.
Yep.
Everything got bigger.
I need an empty room to put together my Lego Death Star. Get out.
Exactly. Or Unicron. I've seen a Lego Unicron. That's a big mother, too.
I would buy any Star Wars set and put it together, then give it to my kids and say, build whatever you want.
Somebody said packing a lunch. So here's a funny story about Mouth. I would say she probably missed like the packed lunches you get, or that you would make. And one of the things, even after she grew up, she used to do this. She would make like a salami and cheese sandwich, and then she would take like a can of soda and roll over the sandwich with the can of soda, because like when you packed a lunch in a bag or something, the soda would roll all over it and kind of smash it a little. And that was like one of her favorite memories. Like when you open up your lunch bag and you got that cold smashed just sandwich. It's all flat and nice. So there's a little funny thing about Mouth, if people want to know. On occasion, she will still, as an adult, for that nostalgia, roll over her lunch meat sandwiches with the can. So it's all pressed together.
And speaking of Mouth, where is she? She's not in chat.
There was some kind of notification that I got on our family calendar. So I think they had some kind of appointment, or she had some kind of appointment today.
Okay. Okay, that is the top 3 for this week. Nice job, BA, as always. Up next, Boom, are you back? Because you left for a second.
Yeah, I'm having a little bit of internet issues here on my end.
Okay, well, your segment's up next, so if you have to do it quickly, then I understand. But this is Get Your Loadout with Boom. Boom, what's your loadout this week?
Okay, we're going to go with Gambit, nice, quick, easy. You want something that kills ads, like a TQs or a Wither Horde, cleans up ads quick. And then a heavy would be a sword. And then the supers you want are Thunder Crash, Chaos Reach, or Hunter Stasis. And a tracking rocket launcher for invaders.
Wow, you put some thought into that. You almost make me want to go
Sounds
to the
like my usual loadout.
play some Gambit, but I won't.
You said Jotun? Jotun. That's what I heard. Jotun?
I mean, you can if you're the invader, but TQs or Wither Horde will clear an entire side of ads in like 13 seconds. Because if you're using TQs and I'm using TQs as well, if I aim down the sights and shoot them and then you hit while you're hip firing, my aim down sight will blow up your TQ shots. As long as we both have the catalyst.
You know, one of the things that I've seen, which is interesting, have you tried this one? Breach and Clear with the grenade launcher from Saint 14 season, the one that sets the fire on the ground. I've seen that clear out some ads really.
Oh yeah,
That Mountaintop?
you're talking about Deafening Whisper.
With the wave split, with the wave.
Well, Fire is
with the
Mountaintop,
wave of fire.
and Void is Void is.
Well, it's like a
Deafening
void
Whisper.
fire, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no,
I
'cause
know what you
Mountaintop
mean.
is like a mini rocket launcher. I mean the one where you fire it. It's normally a grenade. It's a grenade launcher. You fire it, and then after it hits the ground, it's got fire
That's Mountaintop, isn't it?
No, that's Deafening Whisper.
No, yeah,
Mountaintop is a legitimate straight, like, you're pretty much shooting a bow and arrow at somebody, but in the form of a grenade.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah, Deafening Whisper. The wave frame is what you're looking for.
Yeah, waveframe, that's what it's called, thank you.
Those I've seen those, and apparently the fire still works with Breach and Clear. It's kind
Yes,
of
it does.
Mm-hmm.
So any secondary offense of a grenade launcher will activate breach and clear.
And I
So
love
whether
Deafening Whisper.
it's Wither Horde on the ground, Anarchy stuck to somebody, or Deafening Whisper, or even increased blast radius of like a blast beat or something.
Nice.
We all set, Boom?
And I didn't say the typical Anarchy because it's getting nerfed in a week, so we're gonna have to start coming up with new strats.
Did they say how they're going to
Sad
nerf Anarchy?
Mechanics.
So your loadout with Boom.
Nice.
Sad face. There was a question posed to you. Have you seen anything or read anything on how they're nerfing Anarchy?
From what I understand from the TWAB, is they are nerfing damage per tick and tick rate. Or supposedly, I could be wrong. That's just what I thought I read. I could have read it wrong though. Unfortunately, too many shots to the head is
I
altered my
want to
mental
agree with you
status.
about the tick per damage, and also on top of that, Scavenger is getting nerfed as well.
Okay,
So won't get quite as many per brick.
that's what it was. Yeah.
Okay, John.
Unfortunately.
In chat. Go ahead.
Oh no, that's it. Go ahead.
Okay. John and John. Wow. Okay. John in chat asked if any of us have played Dying Light.
Yes, religiously.
Okay.
Negatory.
I've never heard of it. I don't even know
I heard of it,
I've-
never played it.
I've
Yeah,
got
heard, loves
about
it.
400 hours into it.
Do tell, because Negative Ghost Rider, the pattern is full.
Dying Light is a zombie-based RPG game where you run around the map, you know parkour, and you can jump from building to building and crap, run away from zombies. The storyline is actually really good. They're actually coming out with number 2, I think, December this year, which I've already pre-ordered. So I don't care about the new Destiny season. I'll be on that.
Nice. Okay, they answered that question.
Blasphemer.
Okay, we got a third degree questions coming up after Shady Questions. Chad, if you don't know it, the third degree is all you. You get to ask the host of this show any question you like, and we will answer it. And we do it after Shady Questions, so think about a good question. And on the this or that questions, you can start typing them in, because that means Shady Questions are almost over. So think of something good to ask us. Yeah, hopefully, maybe it's embarrassing or risque, but hey, have at it. So up next is Shady Questions, and our first question is always about people. Come on,
Pizza!
pizza. Right?
Pizza.
How many hamburgers? No, just kidding. What is the? Here's the first Shady question. What is the world record for the most slices of pizza eaten in 10 minutes? It's a 12-inch pizza from Domino's. What are the most slices in 10 minutes? Anyone have a guess?
30?
Yeah, you can guess. Is that Boom?
Yeah.
Is that 30?
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
go 52.
52 from EA.
In 10 minutes?
10 minutes.
I'm only going to go 20. One slice every 30 seconds.
20.
I don't even think it's going to be higher than that.
This is somebody eating it
Yes.
in 10 minutes?
Yeah.
It's a race. You have 10 minutes to eat as many slices of a 12-inch pizza as possible. What's the record?
Okay, I take
What
that back.
size
I'm gonna go
crust?
I got
24.
25 from D-Row. I've got 22 from Star Wars. I got 53 from Rogue, who's probably hungry, I'm guessing.
Are we talking like thin crust or like... pan?
Sorry. AJ
How
said
many
half
toppings?
of one because their pizza tastes bad.
One
I'm
bite,
with you there,
I'm out.
AJ.
BC, what was you answer, BC?
I did not answer. I'm going to say we're looking at like taco style or like 2 and 3 pieces smacked on top of each other. So 8 slices per pizza. Let's go 32.
32. Okay.
Got some
Well,
math
the
involved.
answer
You
is
just had the prices right, me.
The answer is 40 and a half. That's the equivalent of 5 full pizzas. 5 8-slice pizzas were eaten in 10 minutes. That is
I figured it was going to be...
one pizza every 2 minutes.
Yep.
That's pretty impressive. But
Yeah.
the way the competitive eaters do it, like with hot dogs, they eat the hot dog, they dip the bun in water. With pizza,
Yep.
they ball it up to a ball and throw the whole piece in their mouth. They don't take bites. It's one piece of pizza in their mouth all at the same time.
Yep.
I take my questions serious. I do the research. Okay, up next is a TV question. If you could live in any TV sitcom, what one would you choose? Wow, I love the dead air. I'll go first to set the tone. I would be in Cheers. I could sit at the bar all day, right next to Norm, 15 hours a day, not a problem.
So this has to be a sitcom. So
Sitcom.
where it's
Comedy.
situational comedy.
Yes. Do you want to be in The Office? Do you want to, be in the just anywhere?
I am going to have to go with The Office, actually.
So you want to be a reality TV star?
I think it'd be absolutely
documentary.
funny.
Yeah,
documentary.
Well, it was kind of funny because I didn't really watch The Office too much, but then I was just watching something on YouTube that was talking about how they changed the plot because during the beginning of it, everybody knew everything they were doing was being recorded, and then for the last season, it was supposed to be like this big reveal that it was being recorded, and they said they kind of messed it up because earlier they knew it. So I'm like, that's like reality TV. What? You're recording me? Oh my god.
Yeah.
We got D-Row at Family Feud. That's a sitcom.
That's
Star
game
Wars
show.
is Roseanne.
That's a game show.
Alf?
John says
Alf.
Full House. D-Row says he's
Roseanne.
tired and wants to go to bed. No one asked you to come here. And Rogue Force says he doesn't like sitcoms. And Star Wars Junkie goes with Alf.
I'm the same way. I don't really like sitcoms. So maybe Home Improvement. Not the only one that rings a bell for me.
Ooh, Home
Okay.
Improvement.
I mean, that's not bad.
This
What
is
about
not a
Married
genre
with
of show I
Children?
like.
See, I was going to go with Married with Children because that was one of my favorites growing up.
I couldn't stand it,
Oh.
I love Al.
but
Everybody answer?
I think so.
Because I don't pay attention.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, we did.
Up next is the risque question. Ooh, this is the one that gets us
Dun, dun, dun.
likes and subscriptions and stuff. They people live for this one. Have you ever made a sex tape?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Nope,
I don't
no
even
video,
I don't
no
even
audio, no pictures.
I don't even
You
say
never know when it's
nude,
gonna
so
come
of
back to
course I
bite
don't
you.
do a sex tape.
I mean, it's not a tape. It's
We're
the
2 and 2
digital
here
age.
so far.
You record it off your cell phone?
Yeah, pretty much. It's the digital age. There's no tape.
Well, that's the phrase. Celebrity sex tape. It's not VHS anymore.
Road Force was like, I hope not. Probably the tape part.
So we got Boom with the yes, we got BC with the yes, and I'm gonna go yes, I have. And
I got you,
still
Star
haven't.
Wars. I said Alf. And Star Wars pleads the fifth, which means yes.
It means yes. And it's probably on the internet.
And AJ's like,
Yeah.
I'm underage, so I can't. Dude,
That's a no.
you
No.
could answer.
Just say no.
That's a
Answer.
yes.
Say no.
Any answer that is not a no is a yes.
Pretty much.
Okay, Rogue, I guess that's a no.
I think that's safe to say with that answer.
Yeah, right?
Okay, we got the third degree coming up, guys. Come on, chat. Put them in caps so we can read them. We're on this or that, which is the last shady question, and then third degree is up next. Real simple, guys. Chess or checkers?
Chess.
Chess.
plead the fifth. Just, yeah, I don't like either of those.
Wow. Who did answer? BC?
No, I said chess. Heck,
Okay.
chess.
I'd rather play
over and over
checkers.
again. I played.
I like to
I
not
play
think.
American chess and Asian chess.
Who do you?
Ain't
I
that called
play regular
mahjong?
chess. No, shogi.
No,
I play
mahjong is something
shogi.
different.
Star Wars
Shogi, yeah,
Mahjong
shogi.
is a tile game. I play shogi and regular and European American chess. I play both.
I was in chess club in high school, so duh. Next one, art museum, history museum. Anyone?
History.
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 Whoa, what did I miss? I'm
Star
sorry.
Wars Junkie says chess.
Art museum
And-
or history museum?
I'm sorry. I looked down and saw crunchy socks. That's all I saw. I was just...
What?
And you had questions.
History or art museum?
Workforce says he loves them both.
History. I'm definitely
Star
going to
Wars
go
says
history.
Workforce finally made a decision and went with history. And John says art. So he wants to go in there and make fun of the bad art. Hey,
That's the problem
everyone
with
has
art.
a
It's all the
motivation.
subjectiveness.
Yeah, it's motivation. Whatever gets you in there. Okay, up next, I know what BC's going to say here. But
What?
nobody else, I have no idea. Swimming pool or hot tub?
Hot tub.
Yep, hot tub.
Hot tub for me, boom.
Swimming pool.
BC. Knowing your history,
Knowing my history,
you were a lifeguard,
I was.
and you saved someone's life.
I have.
So you want to go to the hot tub to relax?
Exactly. Exactly.
Says hot tub.
Apparently, I can't type though because it says hot tube instead of hot tub.
That's something completely. That's a completely different question. Completely different question.
That's a conversation for another time.
But yes, I'm
Okay, Star
definitely
Wars.
a hot tub person.
Hot tub, no sharks. How many sharks have you seen in a swimming pool?
Wait, what? What swimming pools are you swimming in?
That's a dangerous swimming
or a
pool.
hot tub. I mean,
Oh, speaking of, mouth is calling me right now.
She's so late.
Give me a second.
All right, John says hot tub because he's got back problems and it helps. Yeah.
same here.
Yeah, it's just nice.
Hot tub time machine.
We're gonna give BC a chance to talk to Mouth. I have a hot tub story. I went on vacation with a friend. I went to visit a friend of mine. He was a TSA agent in Nantucket, and he was living in a government-paid $250 a night hotel room. And I stayed with them, and they had a pool and a hot tub. And we said, hey,
nice.
you know, we got beers to drink, cold beers to drink. Let's go sit in the hot tub. I'm like, cool. So there's two guys in the hot tub, and we get in. Hey guys, what's going on? They're like brothers. And then we get in, and they go back and tell their mom that they thought, oh, there's two gay guys got into our hot tub, so we left. Like, you were here before us in the hot tub, two guys, but you think we're gay because we got in with you? I don't understand that. I'm here all week. Hello, is mic on?
Your mic is on, my friend.
Okay,
Just waiting
all
for
right. This is our last podcast. I'm going to retire. BC, how long is your conversation going to be? We're going to move on. The last one's kind of dark, and not dark like Mouse husband dark. Buried or cremated?
Don't care.
Cremated.
I'd be dead.
Yeah, I'm kind of with TD, but cremated. It's cheaper.
Okay.
Yeah, expense-wise, cremation.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Where's your ashes
I
going?
mean, that's the only reason. The body's got to be disposed of somehow. So.
Cremated because I don't want to be the first zombie.
Are you going to be in an urn or have your ashes spread somewhere beautiful?
Actually, I'm gonna have handmade stuffed bears built or made for all three of my kids, and my ashes will be inside them.
Wow, you put some thought into this.
Mm-hmm.
BATD?
I probably just an urn, unless by that point there was somewhere special. Being a single mom, I just haven't been to many places that wasn't related to work.
I'm back.
I would hope that he would keep some of my ashes to make into a piece of jewelry. My sister has some of my father's ashes to do that. So.
Rogue Force says, burn me, less money. John going with cremate so I can be small for once. BC, the question was cremated or buried?
I heard it. My answer is donate to science and then cremate what's left.
Wow.
Nice.
Ooh, that's
That's a
right.
good one.
Oh, I'm with you on C.
Nice.
I don't think any health department wants my organs.
I want
After
to be.
what
They
I've
might
done
learn
to
a
'em.
lot. They might learn a lot from your organs then.
Like how I'm still alive with this liver.
Yeah.
I want to be cremated, and I want my ashes thrown in my ex-wife's face.
Jesus.
One last facial.
And I hope it gets in her eye.
Oh my lord.
There's the title of the podcast right there.
Our
One
first
last
topic
facial.
on Guardians After Dark. Nice segue into that there, Shady.
Star Wars says, cremate and spread me in the woods. Mouth is finally here.
Yes, take it easy. Well, yes.
Way to show up for the end.
Hey,
It's all right. She's
all right.
Hey, but you know what? Dredd's not here. You know what happened to Dredd? He talked himself into the witness protection program as soon as he found out that Mouth was looking for him. So we don't have no idea where Dredd is. He could be in a different country right now.
He doesn't go by Dim anymore.
Yeah, I was about to
He
say
goes by Jim.
his name is changed.
Different ID. He probably shaved off his beard. Okay, intro's coming up, but we got stats first. Let's see. Over the course of the last 23 weeks of the 23 podcasts that we have made, we have 101 likes and 2 dislikes. That's a pretty good ratio.
Thank you, everyone.
I like that one.
Yeah, and the total number of views, this is just on my channel, 2,464 up until tonight. That's the number of views for our last 23 podcasts. And 2 weren't published, so it's actually our last 21 podcast. So nice job, everyone.
So what is that? How many does that average out to?
Over 110 per podcast, just on my channel. Not counting Spotify, not counting Apple Podcasts, not counting Google Podcasts, not counting Selena's channel. Just on my channel, 2,400 plus views in 21
I'm gonna be honest.
podcasts.
I forgot to broadcast today.
So you're part of the problem, not part of the solution. Okay.
I am the whole problem.
Okay, Chad, it is time for Third Degree. Do you have any questions for the host of this podcast? You've been hanging around talking to each other for the last hour. Do you got anything for us? Anyone? Anybody?
Oh, I hope it's not too painful and heals up well, Kaya.
That's Mouth.
That's Mouth.
Okay.
Shady, can I have more candy tomorrow?
But you actually
No.
pronounced it correctly.
Well, see, I was going to ask you how to pronounce that because I had no idea.
Way to go, VA.
Well, I should certainly hope that
D-Roll, if you took a handful of candy, I'd give you
helps.
more, but you took more than a handful. You took like a scoop of candy for me.
Most people have trouble understanding how to pronounce that, so yeah.
I've worked in a lot of international offices, so as long as it's not French. Ironically, if it's a French name, just I'm just going to apologize now.
The story behind that is her birth name doesn't have a direct translation into Latin, so
Oh, cool.
we've known each other since high school, and she had to have a name for her Latin class, and her name didn't have a direct translation, and that was one of the closest, or the closest to her translation in Latin.
Nifty.
So
Okay, so Mouth's thrilled that you got her name right, and she's a little bit tired, but the podcast is almost over, Mouth. You can go to bed in a few minutes.
sorry, junior high. My bad. Junior high. I told them the story of how you like to smash your sandwiches.
He did. At length, actually. Okay, chat doesn't have any questions for us, so your chat's homework for next week is to have some questions for us. You must be curious about something. Okay, so head to the outro. Where can we find everyone? Now, V, I go to you first because you have lots of outlets. I just want to set the tone for what people should say. Because I don't want the first person to go, I don't know where I am. So I want you to have the first shot to set the tone. So, VA, where can we find you?
All right, on PSN and Twitch, you can find me at VA_Witch, just like you see on the screen. And on Twitter and YouTube, you find me at VA Witch without the underscore.
Wow.
Oh, hold on. You are upsetting the chat. We must have missed something.
Ooh.
Because Rogue Force and Star Wars Junkie are getting ready to take your head off, sir.
Where is Shady?
If they asked a question, Rogue asked about childhood memories. I terribly apologize, Rogue. You did not put it in caps. That's why we missed it.
Yeah, well, you gotta hold up your end.
But so what is the favorite childhood memory? Is what Rogue is asking.
Your favorite childhood memory, or just a really good one, or a bad one? I mean, what are we supposed to be answering?
I'll go. So it's kind of a catch-22. I grew up in a domestic violent household between my parents, so not a lot of good memories there. But one of them that I do have that I treasure is in my dad's trucking rig. We had pulled over and we shared a Hostess lemon pie, and just the two of us. So that's probably one of the clearest good memories I have.
Nice. We are drowning here in chat. I've got a message from John that says, "I'm big mad." What question did we miss from you, John?
Well, hold on. We'll go down the line because Deathflower wants to know for you specifically, Shady, if they can have more candy tomorrow.
Yeah, that's
he read that
again.
one.
She took a scoop, not a handful.
Then we have the favorite childhood memory, which I can answer that one. Actually, my mom drove. She really liked manual cars, so she liked stick shifts. And some of my favorite childhood memories, I kind of have two of them. My mom and I we would go to a restaurant and have Saturday dinners or Saturday breakfast brunch just to catch up. And usually when we did that, I was too young to drive, but she would let me shift gears for her while she drove. And that's how I learned the gear pattern and how to listen to a car for manual. So
Nice.
those are good memories for me.
Boom.
I'll be honest. A lot of my memories, I drunk them away.
Okay. TDS.
Every summer we'd go visit my grandparents up in Minnesota. That was our vacation for the first 16 years of my life. So it was always the 8-hour car ride, which now I know is only a 4.5-hour car ride. So I don't know what we did for the other 4 hours in the car. But we'd leave at
You slept.
at the crack of dawn, and we wouldn't get up there till 10 at night. I always thought it took forever to get there. And then the first couple times I started driving up, I'm like, we could do it in one sitting. To which my parents explained, you try driving in a car with 4 kids and not stopping every 2 hours to let you guys run around somewhere. Now I understand.
That makes sense.
My best memory was Sunday nights. Sunday night was bath night. Back then, we didn't get dirty 6 days a week. Only on the 7th day did we get dirty. We had bath night, and then we had ice cream sundaes while watching Mutual Omaha's Animal Kingdom and having a big banana split with all the trimmings every Sunday night.
You had banana splits after your bath?
Yep.
That seems counterintuitive.
D-Ro, just chill out. You're on the list. You're on the list, D-Ro. Just chill out. You don't have to nag me. Jeez, that's like the 4th time you said, say my name. I'll get to you. I'll get to you. Do you have any other chat questions? Did anybody we miss anything else? Probably.
Yeah, why is John big mad?
Yeah, why, John? Why are you big mad? This is your first time in chat. We want to keep you.
Okay, sorry, we're going there because we have one for Star Wars
The most
as
embarrassing
well. But
moment.
yes,
Jeez, I really try to forget those. I'm sure there's plenty.
What's that?
The most embarrassing moment of your childhood.
Shoot.
I peed in my brother's Cheerios once.
Ooh.
When I was a baby and didn't have a choice.
Wasn't
Oh, okay. Thanks
It
for that
wasn't very-
It
clarification.
went over the box, so that's pretty impressive. And my brother says to my mom, "Do I have to eat these?"
wow, that's pretty bad.
Anybody else got something?
I
Boom, you're cutting out.
Uh-oh. Star Wars
So-
asked about the most embarrassing moments.
don't recollect really any embarrassing moments.
Okay, apparently John was mad about somebody else because he's
Oh,
younger than but he's tall, so everyone thinks he's like 17. Hey, take that height, and when you're 19, you could probably buy alcohol somewhere. So don't be hating.
I was about to say, dude, like I'm like 5'7", and you're complaining about being tall. I'm a grown man, and my 14-year-old son is
hey,
now
excuse
taller
you?
than
I don't want to hear it. I'm 5'4".
like I'm a grown man, and my 14-year-old kid is now taller than me.
I'm a grown ass man, and I get carded buying cigarettes. I have a full beard, and I get carded.
I can't
I
grow
look like a high
full,
schooler.
I can't grow a full beard or mustache. Thank you very much. I'm grown and can't grow a full beard or mustache.
I mean, to be fair, mine comes in like Joe Dirt, all patchy. Like, legitimate redneck.
Anybody
Like,
else got
I'm-
an embarrassing moment?
I'm salt and pepper and can't
know.
grow a full salt and pepper beard.
I mentioned
BATD.
my embarrassing. Mentioned my embarrassing moment some time ago, where I think it was related to the interactions with law enforcement. So my most embarrassing moment was having a cop knock on the window after a intimate engagement in a deserted parking lot.
We did cover that in a previous podcast.
We did, and I would have to say that is probably the most embarrassing thing I've done in my life.
So you guys, here's one for you. Are you guys ready for this one?
Uh-oh.
If you think about all the things that I've said about myself today, the description of BC is short, fat, old, man-boobed, with no facial hair.
Oof.
I don't think I do a very good job of representing myself.
I'm right there with you, BC. Don't you worry, man.
That's not a good Tinder profile.
Come
I
on,
thought
baby.
I thought the point of Tinder was to keep everyone away from you.
Let me breathe really heavy and drip sweat all over you. Oh yeah.
That's fantastic.
All right, we have any more questions from chat? Because I love chat, and they add so much to the show. So I mean,
I
it's
think
hard
it
to
got really lively at
have
the end thanks to chat.
We have
Yeah.
like almost 200 comments in chat over the last hour. It's really hard to keep up on all of them, but we try. But it's not, if you miss your comment and don't read it, it's not because you don't want to, it's just because there's a lot of things going on. But yeah, okay,
And he apologizes.
So, VA went.
Oh, Mel says you're much more handsome than you describe yourself, BC.
Oh,
Oh,
there you go.
Why, thank you.
All right, BC, where can we find you?
I kid, BC.
I keyed. Okay. Well, you can find me on PSN. If you can see my name on Shady's stream, that's where you're gonna find me. Good luck. Otherwise. Oh yeah, Shady's in orbit right
yeah, I've been in
now.
orbit. I just got
Slacker.
mad at you guys. So.
Oh,
Besides that, we do have the podcast email, which is 4Gs and a guest at gmail.com. And that's 4GSANDAGUEST at gmail.com. And I'll see whatever you send us there.
Nice. Boom, where can we find you?
You can find me on pretty much all of my social media outlets by the same Laka. I think Twitch is spelled just a little differently, but it's all the same. That's where you'll
Nice.
find me.
Boom,
TDS?
shamalama-lama-lika.
I got
Shamalama-ding-dong.
PSN, that's it.
That's not a bad thing. That's okay. I am ShadyVale35. You can find me on my YouTube channel and at PSN at ShadyVale35. No space between the letters and numbers. That makes a big difference. Right now we have 9 people in chat and we have 4 likes. That is 5 people slacking right there.
And Mouth says you can find her in the chat, and Death Row Flower says in the kitchen.
The kitchen, as if there's only one. That is great.
The singular kitchen.
Okay, the clan has spoken. We are done. You can find us next week about the same time, the same outlet. If you're watching us, listening to us on Spotify, we'll get there eventually. I haven't talked to Dredd in a couple of weeks. I don't know what's happening with him, but he's the one that puts us on Spotify. So there's like 10 of our episodes, and this was number
Mouse scared him.
24. So, well, he's in witness protection, so yeah, he's not going to be around for a while. And same out. I mean, if you're going to be on my channel, we'll do it again. And here we go. Next week's guest is Death Row Flower. Did I say it clear enough, D-Row?
Yay!
She's asked me 6
Another
or 7
chat
times.
guest.
This is like her moment of glory. And things happen, so you're a probable guest. No, you're going to be the guest. Next week's guest is Death Row Flower. We're going to call you D-Row after we introduce you. And get some questions for BC to ask you. And maybe have a question for some of us or one of us next week. And then you're going to be a host for the rest of the way. And you know how this thing works. So that's our next week's show. After that, maybe JR. And after that, I'm not sure. We're taking it one or 2 weeks at a time. So I want to thank everyone for being here. Thank you, TDS, for being a guest for the 3rd time. You tied a record. Thank you, Boom, for being a guest host for a lot of times. That's a record. BC, thank you. BA, thank you. And chat, thank you very much. Thanks for participating. I appreciate it. Okay, we're good to go. BC, it's your time.
Well, Mouth said you can if you can get in contact, contact the U.S. Marshals and tell them that he can change his name back and return.
Oh,
she won't kill him.
She's not going to press charges?
Yeah, apparently she said she loves him and he can come back.
Ooh. Okay. Maybe we'll
right.
have lore bits in the future.
Maybe we'll have some lore bits.
320 comments in chat tonight. That's a record. Easily.
Thank you, chat.
Yes, thank you, chat.
You guys are great. We love it. It's wonderful.
Up to 6 likes. We're still a little shy. I need a couple of subscribers to get over 50.
I'll like it after the show. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
Okay. Besides that, I think we are ready. I think we're ready. I don't see anything else in the chat.
Big finale.
Going once. Going twice. All right, now slap that like button like